Hello, my lovelies. It's Melissa from Metropolitan Cosmetics and Haute Parfumerie, wanting to engage with you at this very special time of year as we approach Valentine's Day, which is Monday of next week. And you know, before I ever do my talks and my videos with you, they are impromptu. I have chosen some of my very, very favorites to go through with you, but I'm just going to allow the energy and the feeling of today and where we are in the year guide me through this video, and I trust that the message will be the one that you seek. So when we look at perfume has many qualities, and the qualities really come from how we value it, or how we see it, or how we interact with it. So it can be fairly baseline. Nothing wrong with that, but baseline would be it's there to freshen us, it can deodorize, it can make the room smell nice, it can purify, and then we can go with more and more and more value. So I'm going to the top value. And the top value here at Metropolitan Cosmetics and Haute Parfumerie is exactly that, Haute Parfumerie, which is the highest value in perfume. So we are going to merge all the constructs together. So let's look on the physical plane to begin with. The value is there, zero compromise in the perfume's construction. So it's made of the finest quality ingredients. It has the master nose and intellect behind it. It has the study of many, many decades and eras of know-how and expertise to bring that together. It has the sense of consciousness imbued into it. And it also has the element of magnetism and resonance, whereby for those with eyes to see, ears to hear, and who are opened in the heart to being able to find that one which is relevant for now. On a different level, a level of giving. Perfume, coming from the Latin perfumare, into the smoke. Very mystical sense of that. And what does that mean? Piercing the veil. I like that. Going into different worlds. Talismans or keys into different realities. Having the power of resonance of attraction. We even have a perfume here by Mint called Time to Target. It has such attractive qualities that it appears to me that all one's goals are achieved when one wears this perfume. It expresses itself. That being said, the next element of perfume is it's exceptionally intimate. So, you know, if we are to offer our loved ones a beautiful perfume for Valentine's Day, the wearer wears the perfume upon the flesh and wears it almost as an aura. How beautiful that unification is. So that all in the fray and in the mind, I speak to you about some of my favorites. And I want to start with something you might never have heard before. I'll show you the box actually to start. Pink box, anodized aluminium casing. This is Bruno Acampora from Naples, Italy. Box is sensational. Where have you ever heard of a hand-folded box? These are not outsourced. Where the perfume comes from, it's a castle in Naples, so does the box. So does the anodized aluminium. I'm holding the Eau de Parfum 50 ml in anodized aluminium. Why aluminium? To safeguard the juice. So the musk is super, super essential. I would say it's my best perfume of all time. It's revered as the finest musk from Shanghai to Rome. Musk is something, and funny enough, a common denominator, a lot of the perfumes I chose to talk to you about have musk in it, musk and sandalwood. They're aphrodisiacs. Musk smells of flesh, but we're not talking about an antiquated musk. I'm talking about a soft musk, clean musk, yet deep. A musk with the rose petal, violets, and milky sandalwood. It's fairly surprising But I would say that this stands legendary as one of my favorites of all time. And what's interesting is, when you travel abroad, this one's difficult to find. You might find it in 1 or 2 locations in Italy, the same applies in France, but here in South Africa, you find it at Haute Parfumerie. So please bear that one in mind. The next one I discuss is Iranzol. Iranzol, also in Bruno Acampora line. This one a little bit more spicy, more for him. It has telluric force. Remember, the masculine in life needs to be very grounded in a telluric force, very strong roots, pulling up earthly forces into the solidity of the oak. And then the resonance of buds and leaves are all in this perfume. So here we have dark vanilla accord, patchouli accord. It's erotic, it's exotic, and it's aphrodisiac. My favorite also with Bruno Acampora, these little anodized aluminium vials. And in point of fact, the packaging I just showed you, that houses one of these. So what is it? I want you to picture the art of perfumery. So if you had all the petals bubbling away, you have the big Bunsen burner, and one tiny drop comes down the pipette, we capture it. That's essence. That's that. So this isn't an extract in oil and it's mixed up. No. That's the soul of the perfume. That is what gets blended to make the eau de parfum. That's the soul. And that's available in all the perfumes. So when you look, you can have eau de parfum, 50 ml, 100 ml, and the essence, 10 ml, and still it macerates within its anodized aluminium vial. It gets better and better, like cognac over time. So that's Bruno Acampora, Italian. Then I speak of something a little bit more ethereal. Another one of my favorites, most appropriate for him and for her. This is a perfume by Liquide Imaginaires. It's Philippe de Mayo, exceptional artistry in perfume. Sancti has the talisman upon the bottle. It's an au-delà, meaning piercing through to the holy realm. This is a love story between yourself and your guardian angel. Sancti is the angel. She walks with you and protects you as you walk through life. It's a perfume of love and protection. It provides the eyes to see and the ears to hear. Why I love it? On the top note, I'm going to perfume myself while I speak to you. You've got the freshness of the bergamot, which is very, very light and fresh. With the bergamot, we then have the green accord of cypress, the holiness of rosemary and lavender, which is a lot of purification, patchouli, myrrh, and musk. And that is Sancti, Liquide Imaginaires, one of my all-time favorites. From there, I go to something which is exceptionally feminine. Now, whether you've heard of this perfumer or not, I'd like to introduce to you something quite new to us at Haute Parfumerie, although these perfumes, like Fracas, you may have heard of Fracas, Robert Piguet, after the Second World War, became very much legendary perfumes. Fracas is available, and that is a heady, crazy tuberose gardenia. It's a cult perfume, difficult to get, but we have it, and we even have it in the 30 ml extract, just by the by. I think we might be the only country in the world with that one. Just look at that, Fracas, commotion, amazing. I talked to you about V. Originally it was called Visa. And appreciate Robert Piguet has been iconic, and in fact iconic even for Dior, Givenchy, Guerlain. Everybody has looked up to Robert Piguet. Why do I love V? Do me a favor. When I'm in the mood, give me Ylang Ylang. Do me a favor, always give it. Ylang Ylang is a narcotic floral that literally oozes nectar. When you add that with rose and a milky peachy accord, you have something that is intensely feminine. I call this one complètement féminine. So in France, French women don't perfume themselves to smell fresh or no. They perfume as women perfume. And this perfume V is exactly that. I don't want to leave out this one. I would say it's been one of my favorites for a long time. We've had it for about 2 years. It's Close Up by Olfactive Studio. And everything about Olfactive Studio represents perfume as a memory, a feeling, a sentiment. It's all based on photography. The boxes look like old-fashioned film. We have a lens. This is almost like the workings of a camera and so forth. Now, close-up is exactly that. You want a nuzzle closer. It is masculine but modern and gorgeous. It's a play of the oscillation of differences. The differences of heat, hot and cold, amber and cool freshness of coniferous forest. I love a bit of cherry in a perfume and tobacco flower, especially on a man, and we have it in this perfume. Intensely masculine and intensely sexy. We cannot leave out the bride. And this is Les Eaux Primordiales. Sensational, and my colleague Donovan and I have done this perfume before in one of our dialogues on perfume. What's amazing with this one is we have a floral that's become chypre, and that is because we've put in the narcotic patchouli. Les Eaux Primordiales is put in patchouli. It tames it. There's a lactonic force of a milky accord. It almost smells like petal juice upon flesh. Sensational, slightly peachy, slightly milky, and the wild cat is tamed. So that is the Gardenia of Les Eaux Primordiales. So this Valentine's Day, it would be lovely to see you in our stores, where we can guide you further. Please also visit us online, metrocosmetics.co.za, and get your lovely, something beautiful to wear very close to the skin and the heart this Valentine's Day. I'll see you soon.